Coach, with it being back-to-back, any changes for you in terms of time management or rotation-wise?
It is, Kevin.
Not at the moment. We'll get a feel for it during the game, but see how it goes.
What changes do you make? How do you approach defensively when you're facing two guys who are top 10 in assists that can dish the ball and find their teammates so well?
You know, both of those guys, like you said, they can score. They do a really good job of getting into the teeth of the defense and kicking out to open teammates. And we just have to do a good job of making everybody take tough shots. You know, there's times when we need to limit Trey Young's touches, try to put pressure on him, but once again, guys that touch the ball as much as Dejounte and Trey does, you got to make them take tough shots all game long.
So guys, minutes distributed a little differently last night. Did that have anything to do with the fact that you're playing tonight? As far as Naji maybe not playing as many minutes as he usually does?
No, it had more to do with the fact that we got Brandon and Herbert back, and you know, kind of guys are kind of going into their normal slots, and then filling the game. Brandon had it going, like played a little bit longer stretches, so you know we would like to have a set time, but it didn't always work that way.
Hawks run pick and roll just about as much as any team in the NBA. What are the challenges of defending that?
You know, we got to show them different looks without me giving away what we want to do. You got to show them different looks. You got to be aggressive at the point of attack. And then, you know, the defense behind you, we all have to be kind of pulled in, ready to get out to their shooters. So just make it tough.
Z looked fatigued just in certain spots in the second half last night. Is he good to go tonight?
Yeah, as far as I know, it's good.
How much are you tinkering with rotations and trying to figure out how those second combinations work, and then how you're going to use the big guys with the stars in that second group?
It's always evolving based on availability. There's times where we're at full strength and we kind of know our rotations. When we don't, we got to kind of figure it out on the fly. What's working for us, what's not working for us. Against the Lakers, we had Herb and Brandon out, so Naji and Trey played a ton of minutes for us. With those guys back, they may not play as many minutes, but they're still, you know, a vital part to what we do.
Willie faces Dejounte in the division 4 times a year. I know you're glad to see him in the East. Is it the same guy on tape that you saw in San Antonio?
He does some things on the floor that's similar, but it looks like, you know, he's just playing with a different spirit, so to speak. You know, he's offensively, he's coming down, and you know, it seems like he has a bit more freedom to take some shots that, you know, maybe he didn't necessarily take in San Antonio, but he's very similar to what he did in San Antonio defensively. You know, you watch the New York game, he single-handedly changed that game with his defense, getting steals in the passing lanes, making plays for his teammates. So, you know, he's playing at a high level. You know, we need to do a good job on him tonight.
Coach, going back to rotations for a second, what have you seen from Dyson Daniels this year, both good and bad, and what does he need to do to earn more consistent minutes?
Dyson has been great. Everything that we've asked him to do, he's handling it well. When he gets an opportunity to play, he takes full advantage of it, and he'll continue to earn minutes as the season progresses. But there's no concerns on our part. I think he's going to be a huge part to our program.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Okay, thank you, guys.
Sir.